Yeah, Jamal. I grew up right here in this small town of Greenville, Alabama.
Yeah.
Did the majority of my childhood over on Oglesby Street. And that was during a time where the parks and recreation, the system was such that we had all of these softball, baseball teams, and it gave the children something to do, and we had activities to do in the summer.
Yeah.
And it was just a grand time. And since that time, the parks and recreations they're not up to par right now. And we have to bring that back.
Yeah.
Our youth are saying that we need something to do. And they do. As we campaign, the young, the not so young, they were saying we need something to do. So that's one of the initiatives that we're going to bring back. The parks and recreations, giving the young and the youth something to do so that they'll feel like they're a part of something.
Right.
You know, one thing I want to do too is bring integrity back to the position of being a mayor. You have to have a moral compass.
Right.
You have to have respect for yourself and the community.
That's true.
Because at this point in time, you can't hide anything from the people.
Right.
We have this social media.
Yeah, true.
And what social media does is give you access to information at the drop of a hat.
Right. Yeah.
So I want people to be able to see me in that position as mayor, as someone that they can look up to, someone that they can follow, someone that can give them counsel. And you have to have integrity in order to be able to do that. And I think that's what the people are hungering for, that's what they're looking for, and that's what I'm going to bring to the table.
So, talk to me about the campaign trail. How's everything been going? Talk about how you've been galvanizing the people and the voters.
Well, one thing about it, in Greenville, in Butler County, there's a lot of apathy in terms of the voters. What has happened is over the years, people have been going unopposed. And going unopposed, that means that the electorate, the voters, haven't been necessarily going to the polls to vote. So what we've done, we've energized a whole new segment of voters and letting them know that you have a stake in your government. You have a say-so.
Right.
What has happened over the last 20 years or so here in Greenville is that the elected officials have been looking at themselves as lords over the people as opposed to serving the people. What I'm going to be is a servant to the people. These people are the ones that pay their taxpayer dollars. They voted you in, so they have a say-so. The people are the government. So once I'm in office, just know that the people of Greenville will be the ones that are actually governing themselves. Greenville is a city that's ripe for growth. It has a lot of potential. And this downtown corridor, this downtown area has been, for lack of a better word, lacking. And what we want to do is make it more attractive for people to visit, to come. Because once that happens, then you have that foot traffic. You have the car traffic. You have people coming to visit and patronize. That's not happening now. And as I talk to the small businesses down here, that's their major concern. We have to work together to bring the type of attractive type of businesses, help enhance the businesses that are already here. And with this, there are a lot of empty buildings down here. We're going to make sure that we attract the type of businesses that's going to help Greenville grow. Jamal, as I've been campaigning, one of the main concerns of the workers here in Greenville is being able to get a livable wage. that's one of the main concerns of the workers. And what we want to do, we want to attract industry and business to Greenville. That's going to be able to do that because that helps Greenville. That helps Greenville grow. That helps them to become vibrant and all of that. So that's what we're going to be working on as well. One thing I want to do, Jamal, and when I become mayor, is I want to bring diversity to the city, diversity to the government. Right now, there's not a lot of diversity. Over the last 20 years, we can just look at City Hall. There's not a lot of diversity here. We want to be able to bring everybody into the fold because what happens when you do that, you get different ideas. You have it where people are able to express themselves and bring their thoughts and process to whatever it is that you're dealing with. And to do that, you have to have all segments of society. You just can't be have one segment dominating. No, you have to have a whole a wealth of knowledge from each and every person in Greenville, in the city. Greenville, unlike a lot of the other surrounding cities, we have a hospital here, a regional hospital. And what I want to do is make the hospital a quality product where people, when they're sick or when something is wrong, they would rather go there as opposed to going to other places. And what I want to do, I'm going to have a task force, but we're going to bring in medical minds that's going to be able to help us make that regional hospital a better quality product, where we have doctors, where we have nurses, where we have qualified physicians and staff that's going to be able to help Greenville, help that hospital grow and be better.
That's good.
I also want to talk about COVID-19. It devastated Butler County, Greenville specifically. And we wanted to find out exactly how we could help. And initially what we did, the frontline workers especially, that were working and not getting a lot of fanfare, not getting a lot of credit for what they were actually doing because they were putting their lives on the line. And as you know, along with the patients that were dying and ill, you also had some of the medical staff dying and getting ill as well. So what we did was we, just a small token to let them know we appreciated them. We took dinners and lunches especially to some of the medical facilities, but also we have what we call medical shields. Those shields, we were able to distribute those to the local medical facilities here.
Wow.
We distributed over 300.
Wow, that's amazing.
To not only the medical facilities here, also Montgomery, there's a physician, doctor up there that I know very well, that we delivered 50 to him.
Okay.
The regular common citizens, we delivered over 50 or so to them. So those are the type things that we are doing to help this pandemic. We all have to work together to get through it. Jamal, one of the ways that we want the community and the government to work together. In order for that to happen, the citizens have to know that they're able to come to their government, to speak to their government, and the government is going to hear them. And what we want to do is have town hall meetings.
Wow, that's a great idea.
That's the way that you find out what's going on in your community. We want to know. In order to serve people, you have to know what's going on with them. What concerns they have. So what we're going to do is have those town hall meetings. But not only have the town hall meetings, but then address the needs once we find out what's going on with them.
Yeah.
That's how you are able to bring the government and the citizens together, and that way you have a better Greenville. You have a more productive Greenville. You have a happier Greenville because the people know that the government is concerned about them, and the government knows that the citizens of Greenville are concerned enough to want to come together and work together to make Greenville better. As you know, Jamal, what has been happening, it's been happening for years, but right now it's really being profiled, and is police and the citizens of the communities having a contentious relationship. What we want to do is have community policing, where you're not just here to come down on the people or just, no, you're a part of the community. You're part of their neighborhoods. That's what makes it, you have a better relationship with the community. When you know the people that you're actually policing, you're involved with in their communities. And what we want to do is, along with the firemen as well, all aspects of the city government, we want to be involved with the community in which they serve, because that's what they are servants. And as I become mayor, when I'm mayor, those are the type things that are gonna actually happen. I think one of the best ways for us to help the community and make the community feel like they're part, our parks and recreations. We have a lot of young and youth in Greenville that we need to provide services for them, activities for them as they're growing up. When I was growing up, the parks and recreations, man, we couldn't wait. You know, whether it was basketball, baseball, football, whatever it was, the city provided those type of services for us through parks and recreations. That's what we're gonna bring back. As I'm out in the communities, they are saying that that's not happening now. We don't have anywhere to go. That's gonna be brought back. We are going to revitalize the parks and recreations departments. So the little ones, as they're growing up, they'll be able to have places to go in the summer, be able to have things to do. And that's what we're gonna do with this administration. Greetings, Greenville. I am Kenneth Crum, 2020 candidate for mayor of Greenville, Alabama. Listen, it's an exciting time right now. The actual date of the election is almost here, August 25th, 2020. I need everybody to go to the polls and vote for Kenneth Crum as mayor. We're bringing in new energy, we're bringing in a new phase, and we're bringing in new hope and possibilities to Greenville, Alabama. I need you to go to my website, www.kennethcrum.com, on Facebook, Kenneth Crum, and if you have any questions or need to contact me, call area code 334-662-9369. Thank you very much. See you at the polls.